Go to it.
Welcome, everybody. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our beautiful discussion on the Course in Miracles, our lessons in miracles. So I'm Karen Palmer. I'm here with our beautiful family. We have Charlie Charming.
Hello, everyone.
We have the beautiful Catherine. We have beautiful Auntie Jean, beautiful Christine Elizabeth with Sunny, and beautiful Gracie. And our beautiful Mama P, but she's having a little something right now that she's working with, and she'll be joining us in a little bit. So this is our moment. There's so much chaos happening on the planet right now, and maybe there's so much chaos happening in your own life. But remember, this is our time where we have spirit take over. So let's stop, take a moment, let ourselves just notice anything that does feel a little off, and just hand that over to Spirit. Anything that feels that it's not love, because only love is real. And now we can center into the truth. We can slow down the breath and just follow Spirit. This instant, we ask that Spirit be in charge. For this time that we have together, we invite Spirit to guide us. We choose to step back and let love lead us. The little self that we have made, all the little selves, all the little ones that we have made, believing that we are separate from love and trying to feel safe in a world that just is chaotic and insane. Trying to make sense out of meaningless, we stop and we listen. We rest and we trust that Spirit is guiding us. And we rest in that knowledge. You are what God created you, or what you think you made of yourself. In this land of make-believe and perception, you get to choose. One self is true, and the other is not even there. Try to experience the unity of your one absolute, true, innocent self. Try to appreciate its holiness and the love from which you were created. Try not to interfere with this one self, which God created you to be. by hiding its majesty behind the tiny idols, images, and illusions that you have placed in front of the truth. Let all things that you have substituted be replaced with miracles. In this moment, we let miracles replace the madness. Let it come into its own. Here you are. This is you. All love, all light, all one. Stop believing that you're all alone and rest in the knowledge that you are all one. Light and joy and peace abide in you because love placed it there. And now we come back into this moment, back into this time space, into this beautiful time that we spend together, where we let Spirit lead this session, where we let Spirit speak through us, and we have eyes to see and ears to hear, and all is forgiven now. We see a world that is filled with love, because the love that is within us is being reflected back in all that we see, in all that we hear. And gently start to feel yourself coming back. Feel yourself so empowered, so strengthened by these words, by these symbols. That's all they are. They're symbols. Sometimes we like the symbols. Sometimes we like the words. And then sometimes people will say things and we don't like those words. We don't like those symbols. But that's okay. We get to choose who we are. We get to choose in this experience if we're going to be all one or all alone. It's always that simple. And remember that, like when things come up, because the ego thought system is sometimes very, very hurtful and will use everything in its power to get your attention. And it will tell you you're going to lose everything, but you can't lose everything because you are everything. It's impossible. But the ego will try and dig in to those false little selves, those false little ones that we haven't healed yet, the ones that are still kind of sticking like Velcro. And those ones are the ones that we know aren't real. So this is a really powerful. How did everybody do with this lesson? This is the miracles are seen in light and strength are one. There's a my friend Jimmy Twyman put all this music to the course's workbooks and the workbook lessons, and this is one of my favorite ones that he did. It's miracles are seen in light and strength are one. Miracles are seen in light and strength are one. Miracles are seen in light and strength are one. So that was how I responded to everything. I was like batting back with the miracles, and I was knocking them out of the park, Charlie. I was knocking them out of the park. Miracles. I was anything that wasn't love. It was getting knocked out of the park. Because miracles are seen in light, and that the light and the strength is us. Miracles are the light and the strength is us. And all we have to do is be open, and the miracles just show up. I can't wait to hear what Christine has to say.
I got an early birthday present from Auntie Regine. She making me a card.
Oh, so beautiful.
And a flower.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And I got a two-way beanie babies.
How precious.
For the Easter. And this is my regeneration cover. I am the 90 baby, so that's perfect. Meant to be.
Thank you.
Awesome.
That's because it's Easter.
Yep, it is. I
Yeah.
don't have a PS for ears anymore, so I got the earring for Erica. So I give it to Erica.
That's sweet. That's sweet, honey. You're so giving. Now, those earrings, you got your earrings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Be real careful when you put them on, because those stones, I think, are going to want to fall.
No, I give it to Erica because I don't have PS ears anymore.
Honey, I didn't know that. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. I give it to Erica. So.
Oh, that's sweet of you. I'll find you something else and send it to you, okay?
Yeah, right.
Don't worry about it. He's fine.
Yeah,
No,
I am
I thought you
fine.
meant-
Yeah, I am.
Actually, I got to search, because what I wanted to send her, I found the rabbits, and I thought, oh, they'll be perfect because they're Easter.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I have a Princess Diana bear somewhere, and that's what I looked all over for it, and I couldn't find it, but I didn't have a chance to look everywhere. But I'm going to look, and if I find it, you're getting the Princess Diana bear, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
And how was your day, Teri, yesterday?
Sorry. Yesterday was really awesome and amazing. Today was a little frustrating with traffic, Florida traffic, and there were a couple of accidents. So I spent most of today sitting on the interstate, sitting, not driving, sitting. But it's okay. I got to see Stacy, and I got to see Leo and my friend Sherry, and and Isabel. So it was really, really good.
You got to see Isabel.
I did get to see Isabel. Yeah. But
She's
the
a great hugger.
ceremony was really, really good yesterday. Thank
Oh,
you all for covering for me.
Mhm.
You know, I have to say, and you have to listen to this, Charlie. It is a lot easier on Restream coming on after doing your program.
I
It's
know.
so
It is
much easier than
easier,
Zoom.
and you get to see the comments right there where you're
Absolutely.
at.
You don't have to do anything special to see the
No.
comments.
Yeah, but I'll be in on by Sunday, actually, on by Easter.
I don't think.
You know, this was the lesson. Every now and then I run across a lesson that I don't know why, maybe it's my age, but I'll read it and reread it, and I can't really make heads or tails out of it. I think the essence of what I got was that the light and the love is a strength, and that it's not like we can just step onto the right path and that's going to be euphoria from then on. You know, we're still going to have to fight the ego. We're still going to have to fight the illusions, but our strength comes from the light and the love. And that was the main thing I got from that lesson, because really and truly, I don't know whether it's my thinking processes or the way that it's worded. You know, they're saying things that are beautiful and you're saying yes, yes, but it's hard to zero in on the exact point of the lesson. So, like, what I finally decided in my sessions is that they're trying to tell us that we have the strength because we have the light, and to not, I guess, ease up because we think that, you know, okay, well, I'm here now. I love, and that's it. We're still going to have to need that strength as we go along our path. So somebody correct me so I know if I got the right point of the lesson.
Well, I have some reading from the inside that might help. I know Catherine has her hand raised. Did you want to speak before I read this, Catherine?
Yes, I just wanted to say one thing that I have found with the course over the years, and this has come up in other classes also from other people, is that the course has this real flow to it. And when you're first doing it or you're reading into the lessons, sometimes they don't make sense. And then as you go forward and you read the next one, and then you read the next one, you all of a sudden understand what that one was that was back here, because it really has a flow, and it's sort of preparing you for the next lesson that's coming up, and then the next lesson coming up, and then you get that aha moment. So sometimes I think what you're saying, what you're saying is absolutely true, because I've gone through that many times. But this has been repeated through other folks who have studied the course too. And as you do it more than once, you'll start to see this flow of and a good way to see that one of the facilitators used with us, and I believe it's in the beginning of the workbook, there's a list out of all the lessons, like a little title. And if you start to read down that list, you can see where the flow is. You can see where the course is leading you, in a sense. You can see that continuity. So that just, you're absolutely correct. Sometimes they're totally confusing until you get a little bit farther past it.
Oh, thank you so much. That's a big help. Big help. Yes.
Yeah, try that little
So
list.
glad
I
you're
found
here.
that was,
Okay.
and again, that was shown to me by a facilitator of a group, and said, this just is so helpful when you get in that stuck state.
Okay.
It sort of shows you where we're going. Where are we going? Because this doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Well, I've never gone this far before, so that I don't even know how far we got the last time we did it in the 60s, I think maybe, and that was it. So these are new. The other ones, I guess, made such wonderful sense because I had done them before, but thank you so much. I'm so glad you joined us. Thank you.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
And I
I love you guys too. And you all gave me so much light and strength last night. I got up this morning with a knot in my stomach, full of fear. And what happened throughout the day, I said, I'm not giving into this, and I'm not going to go through the whole story. It would take too long. But I received a miracle of kindness and validation, not only for myself, but for my husband. And all of a sudden, I have this huge weight that just has gone. And I want to thank you for holding me up and raising me up and helping give me that strength. I love you all dearly.
Thank you for sharing that. We're so happy you're here.
We love you dearly too.
We love you too.
Charlie, did you want to share before I do this?
Yeah, I was just going to say I go to back and forth. I go to Pam's book a lot if I don't understand it, and usually there's something in there that rings a bell. Like for this lesson, it tells me all concepts and judgments, all things I take for granted are distortions, and the true seeing only comes through light. I'd say I'd roll over laughing if I really understood the mental derangement that passes for thought. So, yeah.
Thank you.
So many bits and pieces come through our brain that, yeah.
Well, from the insights, it says, today, my job is to let myself be brought unto myself, capitalized S, self. I do this by being willing to open my mind to the light, to the strength of my true self. This light and strength is always there, waiting to give all of itself to itself. In the light, all the little self personalities disappear. All the false masks of differences and individuality disappear. All the false stories disappear. All sense of conflict disappears. All sense of weakness and vulnerability disappears. What remains is the peace of God, the love of God, and the joy of God. I let the stories go as I let myself be brought unto myself. This is my answer to every sense of weakness, every problem I may perceive. This is the only answer that works. This is where my strength lies, opening up my mind to the quiet, eternal love of God is where my happiness lies. It is all I want. It is all I need. And I love that. I feel like that really explains what this lesson is teaching us.
Yeah, get into that godly state. Yep.
Mhm. Beautiful. I missed you guys last night.
We did.
We
So
had-
great to be all back together again.
Did you watch the program?
And I have been stuck on the interstate all day today.
Okay.
I
You
left
need
at
to
11
watch
o'clock
it,
this
'cause
morning and I've got here now to Mary's.
Catherine told the most beautiful story. You have to listen
I will
to it.
listen to it. Yeah.
It was so
Been
wonderful.
unsettled and moving
Oh.
about.
It'll just make your heart burst with joy.
I'm sure.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Well, it was a wonderful miracle.
I wondered if anyone minds if I share a paragraph from the course with you that
Of course
came
not.
today.
Share anything you'd like.
It was like poetry to me. And it actually came up in another class. And I read this, and it's in, if anyone is interested, it's in the workbook for students. And it's number 13, lesson 340. Anyway, it's the last paragraph, and it says, miracles fall like drops of healing rain from heaven on a dry and dusty world where starved and thirsty creatures come to die. Now they have water. Now the world is green, and everywhere the signs of life spring up to show that what is born can never die, for what has life has immortality. I just wanted to share that because it was so poetic and just so, to me, just sang to my soul. So thank you for letting me share that with you.
Very
Thank you. It's beautiful.
cool. Okay, Karen, I think we're ready for our lesson.
Okay, get ready. This one's a doozy. You think you're confused now.
Oh, boy.
But as you're hearing this, ask Spirit to help you hear it with the ears that can hear. That's a powerful thing. Ask for clarity in everything that you're hearing, and you'll be amazed at how clear things all of a sudden become. The confusion just floats away like the dark clouds, and all of a sudden you're just in that light, and the light shines on, and you go, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. So let's see how this feels for you. Light and joy and peace abide in me. You think you are the home of evil, darkness, and sin. You think if anyone could see the truth about you, he would be repelled, recoiling from you as if from a poisonous snake. You think if what is true about you were revealed to you, you would be struck with horror so intense that you would rush to death by your own hand, leaving on after seeing this being impossible. These are beliefs so firmly fixed that it is difficult to help you see that they are based on nothing. That you have made mistakes is obvious. That you have sought salvation in strange ways, have been deceived, deceiving, and afraid of foolish fantasies and savage dreams, and have bowed down to idols that were made of dust. All this is true by what you now believe. Today we question this, not from the point of view of what you think, but from a very different reference point from which such idle thoughts are meaningless. These thoughts are not according to God's will. These weird beliefs He does not share with you. This is enough to prove that they are wrong, but you do not perceive that this is so. Why would you not be overjoyed to be assured that all the evil that you think you did was never done? That all your sins are truly nothing? That you are as pure and holy as you were created, and that light and joy and peace abide in you? Your image of yourself cannot withstand the will of God. You think that this is death, but it is life. You think you are destroyed, but you are saved. The self you made is not the Son of God. Therefore, this self does not exist at all. And anything it seems to do and think means nothing. It is neither bad nor good. It is unreal and nothing more than that. It does not battle with the Son of God. It does not hurt him nor attack his peace. It has not changed creation nor reduced eternal sinlessness to sin and love to hate. What power can this self you made possess when it would contradict the will of God? Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Over and over, this must be repeated until it is accepted. It is true. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Nothing can touch it or change what God created as eternal. The self you made, evil and full of sin, is meaningless, but your sinlessness is guaranteed by God, and light and joy and peace abide in you. Salvation requires the acceptance of but one thought. You are as God created you, not what you made of yourself. Whatever evil you may think you did, you are as God created you. Whatever mistakes you made, the truth about you is unchanged. Creation is eternal and unalterable. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. You are and will forever be exactly as you were created. Light and joy and peace abide in you because God put them there. In our longer exercise periods today, which would be most profitable if done for the first 5 minutes of every waking hour, begin by stating the truth about your creation. Light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Then put away your foolish self-images and spend the rest of the practice period in trying to experience what God has given you in place of what you have decreed for yourself. You are what God created or what you made. One self is true, the other is not there. Try to experience the unity of your one self. Try to appreciate its holiness and the love from which it was created. Try not to interfere with the self which God created as you by hiding its majesty behind the tiny idols of evil and sinfulness you have made to replace it. Let it come into its own. Here you are. This is you. And light and joy and peace abide in you because this is so. You may not be willing or even able to use the first 5 minutes of each hour for these exercises, but try, however, to do so when you can. At least remember to repeat these thoughts each hour. Light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Then try to devote at least a minute or so to closing your eyes and realizing that this statement is the truth about you. If a situation arises that seems to be disturbing, quickly dispel the illusion of fear by repeating these thoughts again. Should you be tempted to become angry with someone, tell that person silently, light and joy and peace abide in you. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. You can do much for the world's salvation today. You can do much today to bring you closer to the part in salvation that God has assigned to you. And you can do much today to bring the conviction to your mind that the idea for today is true indeed.
Indeed, it is.
Indeed.
Light and joy and peace abide in me. I love it. I will have no problem saying that tomorrow.
Not me way either.
I really, really, really feel that at all times, that it's inside.
Mhm.
Loving it. I want to say hello to Suzanne Gabazzi. Thank you for joining us. She said, wow. Suzanne, thank you for being here for the discussion. And it's time for us to get to the chanting.
Yeah.
So we do chanting right after Course in Miracles discussion. So anyone that's here is welcome to stay with Isabel. Hi, sweet Isabel. I just saw Isabel tonight.
Why you go on with doing it, Belle?
And Marlene is here. Hello, Marlene. So good to see you all. All right, we're going to get to our first chant. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Karen?
Okay, so this is where we're going to chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number. And then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us in a short meditation on freedom. Then we'll go into our second chant. So we declare that all obstacles be removed. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. We declare that all barriers, conflicts, and violence be removed. Om Ganapataye Namaha. We declare that all illusions and illness be removed. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam 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 Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam 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 Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam
Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Gam Ganapataye
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Ganapataye Namaha. Om 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 Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Om
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Ganapataye Ganapataye Namaha. Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Ganapataye Namaha. Om 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 Ganapataye Om Ganapataye Namaha. Ganapataye Namaha. Om 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 Ganapataye Take a breath into our heart center. Focus in on that feeling that happens when we release. When we let go of everything that's holding us down, everything tethering us to this 3D world, we release it all to the universe. This beautiful energy of freedom, of peace, of joy happens. And it's that vibration, that energy that calls in the miracles. We're going to go to our next chant, which is known as the miracle chant. Just want to check and see if anybody else joined us. All right, we still have all of our peeps with us that came in. Thank you all for being here. Suzanne, Marlene, Isabel. So good to see you all. So we're going to go to that next chant of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, and I'll type those words in for all of you.
Okay, ready for our miracle chant. So this is where we're going to chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number, and then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us to the next part of our session. So we declare that all are accepting, aligning, allowing, and awake. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We declare that all are happy and healthy. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We declare that all live in peace and harmony and are open and ready to receive miracles. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Nam Myoho Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge Kyo.
Kyo, Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo, Nam
Yeah.
Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Myoho Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Take that breath again deep into the lungs, letting it expand out into the heart center. Feeling now the energy of love, joy, peace. Every night we chant Om 3 times. Om is the cosmic sound of God, and we want to give all glory to our Creator. After that, we'll stay in our hearts for a moment, connect the heart and the brain, and
Here's what I found.
share love. And then we'll give that love away to the world. So take a deep breath into your heart, knowing that love comes from the divine, and let's send it back to the divine through Om. Om. Center in your hearts quietly. Focus in this moment of silence. Focus on the love that's flowing between your heart and your brain. Just give yourself that moment of receiving love. Then with your next breath in, focus on sending that love out into the world, wherever it may be needed. Just breathe it in the quiet moments. And then send it back out to expand into our world. There may be hearts just waiting for that touch, waiting for that wave that's coming through as we all share it out together. This is us being of service to our Creator, honoring ourselves and others in the world, and shining our light that's inside of us, sharing out the peace, the joy, the love in our hearts. Om Shanti Shanti. Om peace. 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 May this peace, this love, this joy that we share with the world find that heart that's just opening and ready and waiting to receive it. May peace prevail on our earth. Om Shanti. How beautiful to have all of this love flowing from those who are here on the meeting and those who are watching and observing and chanting with us. And if you're new to our chanting, welcome. I just met a beautiful soul today, and she has joined in tonight to observe. Maria Mercado, thank you for being here and welcome. Every night when we get done chanting, we make a declaration about peace on earth. And I'm going to see if our Auntie Jean will guide us in that tonight.
I'd be happy to. Every night after chanting, we make a declaration that there is peace on earth. And we know this is true because peace resides inside of us. And we're all here, and not only us, but actually there's millions of people in the world who do this chanting. And so there's love and peace everywhere. But what we want to do is keep filling up the earth with that love. And so I hope that you will make this declaration with us, that there is peace on the earth and that that peace begins inside of us. So on the count of 3, 3, 2, 1.
We declare that there is
peace on earth.
and we declare
that the peace begins inside of us.
So it is.
So it is forever and ever.
Amen.
And we've been doing this for 1,036 days now, as a group known as the
Peace
for
for
peace.
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 That's true. And I'm a P, and Chris is a P, and Terry's a P, and Karen's a P, and our Gracie is a P, and Catherine's a beautiful P, and Charlie is a P, and so is Suzanne and Mary and Marlene and Isabel. Did I miss anybody?
Maria.
And Maria. Oh, I said, okay, Maria. And so we're all P's. So I have one question for you. Wouldn't you like to be a P?
Yeah, P too.
And we can all be P's for peace and fill the earth with peace. Love you so much. And be kind.
Yeah, be kind.
And Gracie.
Next, each night we gather and we have a story. And this is our story, filled with our smiles, raising our voices, chanting each night. This is our story, this is our wish, chanting for peace out into the world. Because the hills are alive with the sound of chanting and the sprinkling of peace and the smile on faces, and peace is coming around the corner when we chant. Peace is coming around the corner when we chant.
Peace
is coming around the corner. Smiles on people's faces. Peace is coming around the corner when we chant. chant
Time.
and be kind.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. What a family. Aren't we so talented?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you to everyone who joined in with us tonight. We love you so very much. We do this every night. So come back and do it again tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Stay in your hearts and stay blessed. And we leave you with
Namaste.
Namaste.
All.
bye, everyone. Have a great
Bye.
Love
Goodbye.
you.
Night.